Where do I even begin today? I am not sure. I have updates. So the person is still at my house, which is fantastic. And as we know, yesterday we got word that somebody has reached out to me and basically said that my ex-girlfriend was manipulating me. Right? So this man has been watching my YouTube videos. They had already cut my partner off, and including the friend that they were dating. And I've gotten more information now. So it was actually quite laser targeted in a pretty upsetting way. I think we're now moving on. We're now moving into like, we basically genuinely have lost us to substance abuse. So the new boyfie, the new partner, is the person that supplies all the substances. And she found that out long ago, scoped him out, did the first usual as partners do, like, have a look at how bad my boyfriend is. Oh my God. Have a look how bad my ex-boyfriend is. Isn't this controlling? Isn't this? And then has just scoped it out. And a couple of people that have been already sus with her off have confronted her, and she's like, no, da. And then they've already fished out some of her lies. And here we are. So, we literally have, that's the bottom of the barrel, you know. Everyone hits their bottom of the barrel, but when you're dating a substance illegal person that's moving things, that's the bottom of the barrel. Well, it's the bottom of the barrel. Like, it's the bottom of the barrel of your dignity, of your soul, of your spirit. It's that relationship looks very similar. And I can say that because, I had been there when I was 18, for a short period of time. And I was realized that this ain't it. So it's a man. Well, I didn't do this. I didn't try and rope females in with substances, but seemingly this is the type of person that's like, yeah, I'm head honcho. I move substances, so I think I'm somebody important, not just a scum on the planet. Because really, majority of people that are moving illegal things are moving it to people that shouldn't be taking things, i.e. my autistic ADHD ex-girlfriend, which the moment we found out even an inkling, clearly that's where you don't do anything that alters your mind chemistry. But the current boyfriend has no worries about that. So, he gets to be like, ooh, yeah, and she gets to have unlimited substances. And that just kept vibrating to me yesterday, just kept vibrating. I was like, forget that the new boyfriend is, her words, less of a man, more gullible, he'll just do whatever I say and he'll look at me and do whatever. She's already been confronted by other people, but what keeps... you are a substance mover. Let's call it that. I don't want to say anything else, Not that I really care, like, if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. Like, as in, not that I really care about your privacy, but kind of like, like that is scummy. So basically the friends have come out and have said she has completely morphed into his identity completely. So she started slowing down her speaking. She started speaking like him, etc., just doing all this thing. He's also gone back to all his friends. He's like, no, you just don't get it. So he's wrapped up in her little twist. She's already moved him away from his friends. everyone like me is also concerned, like, the start of this is pretty weird, guys. You guys got retarded at a festival and now you're in love with each other. Are you sure? No, we're sure. So that is like, wow. And she passed on that they were lies. So she told me, she had called me and said, no, he doesn't use substances at all. He just sometimes has grass. No, apparently this friend goes, he doesn't just sometimes have grass. If he doesn't have grass, he has like a schizophrenic attack. He has been, high morning till night on everything under the sun for years, decades. The person is like, he's not even on planet Earth. So it's pretty good. It's very nail in the coffin material. Very nail in the coffin material. Like, wow, that is, personally for me, very nail in the coffin material, and very like upsetting that she's just gone around and she's lying to everybody. Anyway, not upsetting, whatever, like, as in she's chosen her path, etc. But it's pretty disappointing. Pretty, as an overall, pretty disappointing. I don't even know what to do with that. I guess, okay, you are like, I kind of have standards, and this is one of those standards. Like, anyway, she's just been continuing to be a really bad person, basically. Really bad human, and has caused a lot of lies around me, and has not told anybody that she has any sort of substance problem or anything at all like that, which is just incorrect. And apparently that I've caused issues between, the reason why their parents don't speak is because of me. So Andrew was doing the wrong thing by, when me and the ex were not talking, but I know that she's now, people are coming up, like, people are really worried about her, that she's overdosing. I have nobody else that I can reach out to, so I reach out to the one person that's supposed to care, and I'm like, hey, not trying to get back with your daughter or anything, just so you know, I've been told your daughter's in a real bad place, and she might have a really bad time, so please. And apparently that's why they don't talk, which is just not correct. Like, this ex-partner has convinced herself that I'm controlling, where she doesn't get, I'm not getting back with her. I want her to be safe as a human being, because where she's going is she's ruining her life. So all I'm recommending is saying, hey, just have you thought about stopping cooking your brain for a little bit before it's irreversible damage? Just do that for a bit. Don't throw away your life. Nah, I'm going to throw away my life, thanks. So, that's that current, and it kept vibrating through me. And my friends here, and I do like her. Like, I like her as a individual, and I'm having like interesting feelings. I guess I haven't been around people for a long time, so my brain makes this like, oh, this is nice. So I have to separate myself between, this is nice to have another human here, it's nice to have connection, it's nice to have a friend, it's nice to be on holiday. So I think it's been a really good thing that I've eliminated anything sexual completely. So it's completely platonic, because it allows me to focus on things in kind of from a different perspective, and kind of in quite a valuable, I feel more valuable about myself. I'm definitely not going to go date a substance mover. And it's just so against everything that she morally stood for, apparently. But if she manipulated me, she manipulated me. Unbeknownst to her, like, I understand that people don't mean to manipulate. Like, she genuinely is, like, you know, a person that is running away with narcotics non-stop is a sad girl. She is a sad girl. And she hasn't dealt with the relationship. I literally said, I go, it'll be wise, like, okay, I know you want to party, and yeah. It'll be wise for you not to check out of your feelings for the first couple of months, because that's where the problems start. She was literally on from the next day immediately. And because she was on from the next day immediately, it was just, that's it. And she's like, no, you don't understand. I did a lot of crying on substances. I processed it all. I'm like, that's not processing. So the further she goes on not confronting the breakdown of this relationship, she can get a rebound. She can get a new everything. She's basically is saying all the same. It's weird because all the words that I was saying to her about us, she's now using against this guy. Just repeating all the same things, which is fine, whatever. But how are you, like, this doesn't end. You're still going to have to face this at some point. But if she stops now, she has to deal with a lot of upset of recovery from first substance abuse for 3 months before she even has a chance to address this bit. But her influence now is like worse than even her own influence. It's literally it's a substance user mover that also has an ego about it. An adult that has an ego about it. Like, you would not want to be that guy and find out that I'm the ex-boyfriend. I'm just saying, like, in my feeling, I feel really upset for this guy because she has probably done well by hiding my YouTube channel, by hiding everything that I am or everything that I'm not. Hopefully she has done well. And you would not want to be this guy. You would not want to be this guy and have me as the ex-boyfriend. I don't want her back, but I do have a direct issue with you harming another individual's health and my mental health for your own gain. I have a serious problem with that as a human being. You don't want to be that human being. Now, I'm lucky that I'm not. He is lucky, or everybody's lucky, that I cannot give this attention. This is all just distractions from the stadium. I can't save everybody. And it's It's really because imagine being in that relationship afraid of this one guy that you know is out there on the internet speaking what's actually so, while we're in our own little delusional substance land. Let's take more psychedelics and think that we're the all-seeing eye. We are in deep shit, ladies and gents. We are in deep shit. This is like 101 of how things turn bad, by the way. This is 101 of how things turn bad. It's really not difficult. Once something goes up, if you don't let it fully go down and then resurface normally, but instead use substances to pick yourself back up, whether it be cigarettes, alcohol, substances, you're now lowering the happiness. So anytime you stop, you're going to be even more depressed. So you'll have a longer time to recover. And now what you do is you add oxytocin to it. So you add your significant other, a relationship to it. You become like there's love feelings there as well. So it's not even like it's a communal thing. It's like, wow, like this is sad. It's sad. I knew, like, ouchies. You would not want to date after me. You would not want to be the person dating a woman after me. You just wouldn't. You would not want to be. I wouldn't want to be against myself. I wouldn't want to be against myself. Not that I'm fighting for her, but I'm fighting for, like, humanity. I'm fighting for humans. I'm like, damn, I spent a lot of time with you. I love you as an identity. I understand your identity. You will not do that to another human being. But he will. Anyway, you don't want to be him. You don't want to be the ex either. That's just upsetting. And it's so nice that this person reached out, because this person actually just wanted to help me, to be honest. She's like, I think you have to know you're here, like, in love with this partner. She's manipulated you completely. She does not speak about you in that way. She says you're this. Her whole story's mixed up. She's never explained this. Anytime she's confronted, she's like, nah. And then she turns the story. She's like, you're just jealous. Just wild stuff that's occurring. And because of the wild stuff that's occurring, it's just vile. Anyway, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. And it's such an intoxicating relationship if you're with not only a substance user but a producer of it. It's like, that is so, you reach such depths of hell, and it's very hard to come back from that, and people take years to even recover from mild stuff, and I'm lost for words. The plot thickens. The new boyfriend is a criminal. That, like, thinks he's something. Yeah. Like an old guy, that's what he's doing. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. So, nail in the coffin, probably, poor girl. I still said, and I said to this person, I do believe that she will unalive herself at some time in the future. And she goes, no, her new boyfriend will look after her. He's good like that. Okay. Also, while smoking a cigarette, like, new boyfriend's good like that. Based on what? What intellectual knowledge do you have besides this guy going to a festival every 2 weeks, moving substances? He's going to look after her. Really? Because I'm no retard, but I was like, hey, autism and narcotics, should you? Or should you strongly recommend not to, and it can cause permanent changes for an autistic brain and really, really bad? Oh, it's Googleable. Okay, I have two choices. Do I continue enjoying myself with this new girl thing here, which is clearly in love with me, I think, because I don't know she has a substance problem and that she's only with me for that? Or do I do the right thing and be like, nah, I'm not going to have that on my watch. Oh, wait, I don't have any morals already. I move substances for everybody else. So I already don't care. As long as I made my money and I've survived, I'm okay to just sell substances to people. Oh, so if you're okay to sell substances to people, you don't have a moral compass, so this is just another pawn for you to use. So she's using you, you're using her, and it's like, wow, it's so good. And whenever it's not good, you just shower narcotics through it. Okay. You would not want to, you wouldn't want me to be the ex-boyfriend. You just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. Because I just say the truth as it is, and it hurts people. It hurts people that I am truthful. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yep. I have a moral compass. You don't. Oh, but no. Let's go to court. Let's sort it out. Hello. This is the new boyfriend and the girlfriend. Yep. No, yep. They've been punching narcotics for 7 months straight. Yep. Officer. Yep. No. They fell in love with at a festival after 4 days of not sleeping. They fell in love magically. Yeah, half the friends disowned him because he was like, you don't understand her. And she was like, nah, your friends are just shit. Yep, yeah. Nah, that's what happened, yeah. No, it's very real. And she keeps saying that he's not like you. He will actually travel to the UK with me. Apparently she bought him tickets to go to the UK with him. It's like, see, come to the UK with me. See, you're not Andrew. You've come to the UK. See? Okay. Just face the breakdown of the relationship. And the facing of it is like, fuck, your trauma got in the way and you were too afraid to deal with it. And what were you afraid to deal with? Having a conversation with your mother. Are you literally going to be afraid of having a conversation with your mother until you're dead? Maybe. It's people's choices. Anyway, you don't want me as an ex-boyfriend, and I think just because I can do things, just because I can put my attention to something doesn't mean I should. Just because I can put attention to things doesn't mean I should. So I will to be honest, I'm just going to let that bin rot. There's nothing else I can do. Like, you're choosing to rot your brain. And you don't know the full extent of you rotting your brain. You sure you're going to do that? Okay. Like, I do consider myself a bit of an expert on this sort of stuff. Cool. Anyway, that's sad, upsetting, freeing. Freeing has made me really think about relationships. Like, okay, like, a red flag is a red flag for a reason. It must be dealt with. Therapy important. So, like, it's almost like if you see red flags, or I would see almost with relationships, is both of you get a couples relationship therapist together. So immediately they just help support the relationship to have great communication and work out kinks that naturally come out on the fly. That's what it makes me think. So I think in my next relationship, and I brought this up once to my mum, she's like, no girl will ever want that. And I was like, I don't give a shit what she wants. If she doesn't want that, she's an idiot. If I'm saying, hey, our relationship means so much to me, I would like to give this a proper go, do you mind if we speak to a professional together once a week where we have a space for an hour to talk about what's working, what's not working, and see if we can have improvements? If my new partner doesn't want to do that, we're clearly not even a match. Like, do you care about having a decent life? Do you want to have a good experience in life? Do you want to have a bad experience in life? Like, What's the deal? None of that. Yeah, sorry, but this X thing is really just like, whoa, dude, you're really, really off the deep end. That's like wild. Makes me feel a little bit embarrassed to have felt so much for you in the album that I wrote. We knew that you weren't feeling shit, but we didn't know you were also like a little skeeving little, like it's a yucky energy. It's a cunty yucky energy from the inside. Like it's deep hurt energy. We understand that, but that's like, man, the album is great because it still deals with experiences and feelings that people will all feel potentially. Hopefully not. I don't want you to go through pain, but they'll feel painful moments. But just wild to me. Just like, wow, that's really tough. Really tough to have gone through that. So, that's where I sit. It's like, okay, I am. I'm okay. I'm okay with that whole. I'm okay with all of that existing. And I wonder if it's a bit of a bad side of me. It's like I'm okay with all that existing because I know that this is going to end real bad. These end real bad. Like bad. These don't hit rock bottom, like these hit rock bottom. So is it the thing in me which is like, cool. Okay, I didn't not experience all the pain for no reason. You're gonna get your healthy serve of a real dark place. Like, the higher you went, the more you rejected facing it, the lower the low is gonna go. Also upsets me that there's people that can be so manipulatively toxic, so bad. Like, why are you being so nasty to me? Why are you being so nasty to me? I have this savior complex, which is just, I just want to save it all. This new girl that's here, even red flags, like I can make jokes about it. I'm like, oh, another red flag. I make jokes about it, but the red flags make me feel like I can add value. I can be like, oh, I can see where your heart needs nurturing there. I can see where your soul needs nurturing there. So it's like, is it because of my low self-esteem that I'm like, well, I can see how I can bring value here? And I think the answer is yes. I need to have better self-esteem, which I'm cultivating. It's just, yeah, after all this saga, it doesn't get any worse. 2 weeks beforehand, I love you, this is just a temporary break. 2 weeks later, like, hey, I've been told by somebody you're at another festival and you're not okay. Yeah, I actually found another man and we've said I love you to each other once outside of the festival. It's fine, he's not like you. I needed worse of a man. Okay, babe, just that's fine. I'm really happy for you. She's like, you gotta let me go. And I'm like, look, I'm still in love with you, but don't worry about me, more about you. Can you just not do narcotics for 6 months? I'm really concerned about you. Yes, okay, I'll do that. That's fine. I don't even care about narcotics. Keeps doing them, lots of them. Boyfriend is a narcotics provider. What? What? Whoa. How do I deal with that? I've been a bad boy when I was younger. Bad boy, I was just trying to make friends. Like, okay, I thought at least this guy has a job. Let's just start there. I thought, okay, he looks like 9 to 5 job. He looks identical to the stepdad. Cool. Like, okay, yep. He's not attractive. He's not, okay, we get it. Like, okay, yep, he's less of a man. He's probably just really excited that you're anywhere near him. Amazing. Okay. So kind of not bad, but we didn't know that this is like the bottom dregs of society. When we go bottom dregs, I'm being quite responsible with how I say it, and I don't care how many people piss you off, and I can say it because I've been there. So most people are in survival. They're like, I'll do anything just to survive myself. Now, you're not only surviving, but you're actively knowing that you could be hurting other people for your own survival, meaning you are choosing yourself over others. Match made in heaven for both of them. Wild. Personally, to me, wild. Really wild. So that is just this toxic, nastiest crap I've ever heard ever. So, and yeah, if I was him, if I was her, I'd be petrified to have me as an ex-partner. Fucking petrified. How would you dare come back to Australia knowing that I'm here? Knowing the only thing I stand for her is to stop consuming for a little bit of her substance problem to level out her brain before it's too late. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. But we can't even care about that anymore because the new boyfriend, keyword, don't worry, he's going to look after her. Okay. And how are we going to do that? Oh, he's just going to do things safely. Oh, he's going to look after her. Okay. So is he going to not give her the substances? Oh, no. He's not going to not do that. No. He's just going to make sure that she's safe while doing them. Oh, the other 34, 35-year-old substance dealer is going to make sure that while she's taking his substances that she doesn't die. Is that the check? Are you dead? Oh, not dead? Awesome. Or are we just having, is he a psychologist now as well? He's going to help her through. Oh, no, we're touching on your schizophrenia, autism there. We should do less of that substance, more of this other substance. What are you talking about? My ego is coming out a little bit and like, do you know what the bonus of living a life, which is the bonus of living a truthful and really authentic life and being able to share fully yourself everywhere in one way is I'm no different with anybody. I'm no different anywhere. So I have nothing to hide. And 99.999% of people are either hiding something that's either they've done bad, something is shame, something they don't want people to know about them. I'm like, I'm here. I'm a flawed human being. Bring it. And they're like, oh no, he knows everything about me. Yeah, I do. And I can point it out to the whole world. Literally. I could, for the good of her health, we could literally upheave and make these two people the most famous people in Australia for a period of time. And we could get her the help that she needed. Or at least remind her that she has a problem with that and she should probably address it. And you have no leg to stand on. You're doing the wrong thing. I'm not doing the wrong thing. I don't do the wrong thing. I'm not doing the wrong thing. And I'm honest with everything I am. You are dishonest, are doing the wrong thing, and you're just using. you'd just be petrified. You would literally be petrified. I would be petrified. I would be petrified to go against me. I'm nuts. I'm a psychopath. Anyway, this is getting long. Thank you for listening to my rant. This is live. This is my life. This is my life. Entertaining. Very entertaining. I would like to say this is very entertaining. And a plot twist. Definitely a plot twist and definitely an entertaining plot twist. But I am very entertained. I am very entertained. But it's just entertainment at this point. This is a really, let's be really, really clear. This is entertainment at this point. This is a really low value human being. And two human beings, by low value, I'm not trying to talk about in the Matrix, low value, high value, whatever it is. It's like, you are deceitful, dishonest, self-serving, narcissistical, disassociating, using other people for your own gain. Other person profiting off other people's suffering, thinking that you're the God Almighty because you can sell psychedelics to somebody and you've given it to your girlfriend and she's now under your spell, thinking that she loves you, which I hope she does. I hope it's not all the wild and magical experiences that you have shared on narcotics that have felt so transcendental. You weren't there. The rainbows were coming out of our assholes. I've done it. It's wild. It's wonderful. It's not anything other than narcotics. Let's be real straight. You're playing with unnatural neurochemistry. So unless you plan to be high forever, which you can't be because the chemistry keeps getting worse and worse, because if I could keep a super pleasurable experience going all the time, I'd figure out a way. You cannot do it. So therefore, none of it is sustainably real. This is beneath me. That whole scene is beneath me. Like as in, and I'm not saying that in a high way, like if you are close to me, you would know that you wouldn't even speak to me about that. Like, why would you waste my brain space or even my energy space, which such cowardless, yucky people that are just hurting other people on their own traumatized. Weird, man. Weird. And I still care and I still want you to have the best life, which is fucked living in my brain. I still want both of them to win in life, happily ever after, together, not together, but just, I don't know about him actually. Maybe he deserves it. Maybe he deserves everything that's coming to him. Don't know. For her, at least how she manipulated me, she showed that she could play some of the parts of the manipulated life. But I guess she just turned back to trash where she came from. She always related to herself as trash. Now she's like, finally, yes, I'm in something trashy. Good. I'm proud of it. So, for sure though, 2025 could be the year of them having crack babies. It's possible. It's possible. You never know how far people will go to avoid facing their mother. Hey, I can say that, it was a long journey. I think for every man, every woman, it is a hard journey to build a common adult language between them and their parental significance, or if there's no parental significance in the party as well, how does that whole thing maneuver? They're very important things that is not, if you're trying to win at life and your weak point is your family, like you don't know where that sits, and that could sit in we've drawn boundaries and we don't no longer speak, love because XYZ, that could be on that level. I know people that have tried, for example, with a mother that's abusive, like physically abusive. And every 2 years, she tries to communicate with her. Sure, the communication could be better. You know, if I was sitting there, we could probably work it out. But they do their best. She gets physically abusive again, and again, the boundary is drawn. But at least that person inside is like confident with that's where it sits. They're not happy with it, but your power as a human being is how stable your concrete foundation is, or how you relate to your concrete foundation. It's not going to be a wild guess that the concrete foundation of these two individuals, well, I know my ex-partner, we're sure about the new partner as well, we're sure that his foundations for family are fucked as well. To be honest, if you don't have fucked family situationships, you're probably not going to be doing the wrong thing and being a plague on society. Factual. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone that's a plague on everyone that is not a plague, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will be a plague on society. If you haven't sorted it out, you might just be dealing it all with internally and suffering inside. So that doesn't automatically turn you into a bad person. But if you're doing bad acts, it's pretty simple. Like, tell me about your relationship with your mama and dad. It's not rocket science. 90% of our shit is there. 90% of our shit. Then 10% of the talk to me about the shit with other people. Like, how are you with other people? What moments in life have shaped you with other people? That's the other 8% there. And the other 2%, wild card. Haven't figured that out yet. All right. I love ya. Thanks for listening to my rant. What a fun journey. What a fun journey in the Andrew V experience. What a fun year to... But it feels like this is good news. Some bad news. But it is kind of just keeps like, It leaves a yuck taste in my mouth. Like, brother, like, yuck. Really low value. Really, 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 really low value. Like, I get it. I could blow and he'd probably sit down in terms of like levels of masculinity or how confident you feel in yourself. Like, yeah. Can you imagine? It's like, oh my God, look how controlling he is. Dude, you guys aren't even dating. Why? How can he tell you to be like, don't do narcotics? That is so controlling. Oh my God, yeah, can I have another hit, bump, whatever? Yeah, babe. Sorry. You know what? I'm allowed to laugh. It's good to laugh at this for Andrew. I'm not even upset. I'm not angry. I'm like disgusted. Yuck. Oh well, we live, we learn, we move on. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Ciao.